gonna tell you this, man. You can never get enough white rappers.
Can never.
I love my white rappers.
Word.
Hey.
Well, at least one of us loves the white rappers.
He was an average teen. He partied often and he sagged his jeans. Sat in the very back of the class so he could nap and dream. And fantasize about the girl he was obsessed with. The one who stole his heart and always kept it.
Hey, yo, what up? You chilling with Kinetics.
I'm One Love.
Together we are Kinetics and One Love. I'm with my man Jack Thriller, and you watching Thisis50.
I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now.
Yeah, somebody take me back to the days before this was a job, before I got paid, before it ever mattered what I had in my bank. Yeah, back when I was trying to get a tip at Subway, and back when I was rapping for the hell of it. But nowadays we rapping to stay relevant. I'm guessing that if we can make some wishes out of airplanes, then maybe, maybe I go back to the days before the politics.
Check it out. Where we at, man? We at Thisis50. I've been drinking all day. Yo, this kid is tipsy. I go to the strip club and I hit on a fast stripper. My rap's iller. I'm chilling with Jack Thriller. I wanna be a rich man. Don't ask why. I'm waiting for the day that I ball. No glass eye. Hey yo, I'm so ahead of my time that I open a blank Word doc and a verse pops up I never even worked on. So the only possible way you can hear sound is to separate the speakers from the stereo and turn them around. Otherwise the sound waves travel in profound ways and get sucked back into the speaker when the sound plays. Your best bet is to run back time. My notebook is Grand Central, you a one-track mind. Your whole brain's like a train with a human conductor, you stupid fucker. My computer unit's using a superconductor. You couldn't muster a fraction or even half the power I can manufacture with a pad within a half an hour. I'm underrated but I'm unafraid. I make the brave run away cause every punch stated is a stun grenade. Yo, check it out. My robot chain right here. It's my alter ego.
That's your alter ego?
Yeah, it's my alter ego. It's actually like I've had it for like a couple years now.
Right.
When I was like in college, I used to like spin in ciphers or whatever, or just like when I was younger and kids would hear me say like a certain line and they'd be like, oh, fuck, man, he's not a human, yo. How you said that? You're not a human, yo. You're a fucking robot. You're a cyborg. And then I kind of ran with that. It was like people would tweet at me, like I would tweet little like lyrics or whatever, and they would tweet back like, yo, man, I'm convinced you're not a human, you're a cyborg.
I can go with Mike for the title, the ring's been crowded. But even when I've been doubted, I've been about it. Damn right, I've been sour. Compared to me, everyone in this building is too plain.
Introduce your producer, man. One Love.
One Love, man.
Yo, what's good? It's One Love.
Yo, One Love, man. How you hook up with my man right here?
We met at school, actually. I was a musician. I wasn't even a producer when I met him.
Okay.
And
what instruments did you play?
Piano and drums. I'm really a drummer first, before anything. Yeah, but then he was like, yo, man, you're a dope musician. I was always playing keyboards in my room and whatever, and he was like, you should start making beats. And the summer after that, I started making beats, and then we decided to do an album.
I heard your beats, dog, and they're pretty hot. Now, one time I heard Quincy Jones say that if you don't know how to play instruments or whatnot, you're not a musician. You're not a producer. How can you call yourself a producer if you don't know how to play instruments? Would you agree with that, or?
Well, you know, he comes from a different era where yes, I would agree with that. Today, you don't have to be a musician to be a producer. The term producer kind of means something different now than it has in the past. But the best producers are also great musicians, and that will always be the case.
A whole week he locked himself in his apartment cause he didn't have the strength to face the world so broken hearted. After 7 days of darkness, got a letter in the mail. But before he even looked at it, he let that ship sail.
You wrote the Airplane.
Could we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, it started off being a song for you.
Right. We were seniors in school at the time, and we released this album. A copy of it made its way to Atlantic, and so we got a call from Atlantic Records, which was insane for us. That was like our first intro to any music industry label type thing. They said, yo, you guys are dope, Airplanes is dope, but if you put this on the radio, no one will ever no one knows who you guys are. No one will care about this song. But if you give it to a bigger name, like Lupe Fiasco, because it was going to be his song at the time, it could be a worldwide hit. And we said, word, that sounds really cool. Songwriting to us was kind of weird back then. We didn't really like know what it, we thought like, you know, everything you hear on the radio, people write it, you know, weird. But they said you'll get credit, you'll get some money from it. It'd be like a cool way to get into the industry. So we were like, yeah, let's do it. Let's sell it.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, were you a little disappointed that the song couldn't be for you?
For like a minute. You know what I mean? Because you have to be smart. My life has changed because of that song.
Right.
I'm here right now because of that song. You know, I mean, I have like a promising songwriting career, which enables me to be a rapper. Like that song changed my life.
I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars?
So yeah, I was disappointed, but like I was smart enough to realize that it was the right path.
So Lupe gets the song. Then what happened? How long does he sit on this song?
How does Lupe? It was like a year. That shit was like
a whole year.
we
Did you forget about the song?
No, you kidding me? I was checking my email every day. Like, when is Atlantic gonna hit me up? We met Atlantic for the first time in February of 2009, and all of 2009 it was gonna be a Lupe song. Actually, it went through a few different versions. Like, it could have been a country song,
right?
Believe it or not. But for the most part, it was Lupe. And then in the beginning of 2010, B.o.B was kind of like just first emerging. Like, I knew who he was, but like he had no radio songs at the time. They told us it was gonna be a B.o.B record,
right.
and
he was like, "Oh, boo."
No. I was a little disappointed because Lupe was one of my favorite rappers.
Right.
And just for commercial success purposes, like, I didn't think that B.o.B had anything on the radio, so I was a little skeptical. But then he dropped Nothing on You, and we literally watched that track go from 80 off the charts to 80, and then top 10 to number 1.
Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you. Nothing on you, babe.
And we had the follow-up single, Airplanes, and the whole time we're thinking like, this is gonna be.
We're about to get that bread.
Exactly. In so many words. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool.
How much bread you made off of that song, dog?
Little bread, little bit.
Word.
Enough to live in this wonderful city comfortably.
Word.
You know.
Did you ball out? What was the first big purchase you made?
Man, I didn't even really ball out, yo. New York is an expensive city. It's expensive.
Cause after all the partying and smashing and crashing, and all the glitz and the glam and the fashion,
You ain't making rain one time on these hoes.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. In the summer of 2010.
You bought a bitch a bag?
When that shit. Did I what?
You bought a bitch a bag?
No, I didn't buy a bitch a bag.
Okay.
No, not really.
Not really.
Man, I don't kiss these hoes in the mouth. You know that. You know what I mean?
My man. My man.
All right.
So what would you say is your kind of like, you're like the biggest purchase you made when, you got your first check like that from the music game?
Look, I think I bought a watch, I bought a bunch of kicks, and then I got an apartment in New York.
Word.
You know what I mean?
See, only white people know to do that. Because I would have fucked all that up, man. I probably would have been dead in the alley or somewhere with a needle in my arm and shit.
But she didn't respond, just gave him a weird look. She tried to give him a shrug, but she was carrying books. That was all that it took. He put himself out there and he got crushed. So he had to run away before the tears rushed.
So that brings us up to your current project that you just put out.
The album is called You Are Not Alone. It's fully produced by my man, One Love. You can find it on iTunes. Or get my free mixtape. It's at KineticsOneLove.com. It's a cool mixtape. It's called With a Little Help from My Friends, because every track is a feature. There's some cool hip-hop legends on that. R.A. Rugged Man, one of my favorite rappers of all time. Chris Webby, who I know you interviewed.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So check it out.
There it is, and like I always say, you just can't say you're real. It's something you got to be. And if I can make it in New York with one eye, you can make it anywhere with two eyes. Don't kiss these hoes in the mouth. Do you have something in mind? We over and we out of here. Y'all go to commercial.
compliments, euros in my account, I'm just counting them like they counterfeit. Down and spit on your record and shred up your speaker monitors. Honestly, it was all a dream. Like Chris Wallace said, took my dream and I followed it. Obviously, I bodied it. Been on every station regardless of the politics. College